Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing this Thursday? I was supposed to say Wednesday, and Wednesday. This Thursday evening. Sorry for not having a review for you guys on Wednesday. I need to learn how to time manage better because yesterday I did like a couple of shops later in the day, like around four. I started doing like two shops, and then I went grocery shopping for myself, and then I had to fix a cake for my mom's birthday, which is today. So last night was just busy, and there was like no way I was gonna be able to um, give a video for you guys. And so sorry that it's late, but it's only a day late. It's only a day late. But sorry about not giving you guys a review yesterday. But I watched back on the episode, just got done watching it back, and I should have done this so long before, but I just started using speech to text. Yeah, because I'm tired of pausing and pausing and typing. So I just now implicated speech to text to speech. I mean, speech to text. So it was so much easier for me to go through this review. But this is episode 9 of season 3 of Mayans MC. Y'all, we only got one more episode before the season finale. And then before you know it, season 4 is gonna come because it got renewed for season 4. Mayans MC got renewed for season 4. Congratulations to everyone, the cast and crew. Congratulations for getting renewed. But y'all, more reviews are gonna be coming your way. Whole lot more BS with this Santo Padre charter of Mayans MC. So congratulations to everyone at Mayans MC and FX on getting renewed for season 4. So congratulations to y'all. But yeah, this is season 3, episode 9, The House of Death Floats By. Y'all, this episode was this episode was a lot. This episode was a lot, especially towards the end, because we did not think that what was going to happen was going to happen. So let's start it. Okay, so beginning of the episode, we see Ezekiel. He's in his cell because he got arrested for beating up those two, racists, beating them up in the ice cream parlor and getting arrested by pushing a cop accidentally and elbowing Gabby. Here's my thing. I'm not a fighter. I've never gotten in a fight before. But if I gotta defend myself, I gotta defend myself. But look here. I've never gotten in a fight, but I'm pretty sure when you're in a fight, you're only focusing on one person, and that is hurting the person that you are fighting. And so you're in the zone. Most likely, I'm pretty sure you're in the zone. You're probably blacked out and you're not thinking about your surroundings or anything like that. You're just focusing on one person. So when someone is trying to get you off of that person, you don't know what's going on and you accidentally hit someone because you blacked out and they were nearby, and it's like, oh my gosh, are you trying to attack me too? So I gotta defend myself too. I understand that. I understand that completely. And I feel bad for what happened to Gabby. Ezekiel shouldn't have done that, but Gabby, you just should have let him go. You just should have let him go, let him fight. You just should have let him go. But it's messed up for what Ezekiel did to her. So he's in his cell and he's doing burpees and he keeps getting flashbacks of him in jail before. And what I noticed in the intro of the show, the opening, it was shorter. Usually it's like what, 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, now y'all on episode 9, and it took y'all 9 episodes in to shorten the opening. Okay, pretty sure it was editing and they had a specific time, but I'm like, really, y'all 9 episodes deep and y'all want to shorten the opening? Okay. Also, I noticed this the past couple of episodes. I thought it was just me, but I put it out on Twitter. I was like, is anybody else hearing like audio popping in some scenes? Like, am I the only one? But then one person commented down on a tweet and said, no, you're not the only one. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, as someone who, you know, knows video production, someone who has a degree in it, someone who's went to school for it. When you're editing a video, you have to watch out for your audio levels, because when your audio levels are hot, when they are in the red, that's when you're hearing audio popping. That's when you're hearing a lot of muffling and stuff like that. So I'm like, did this editor or editors, did they not hear the popping that was in certain scenes? Because I've noticed it in certain scenes where you would hear like audio popping or muffling. So it's like, to the editors out there, I hear it. I hear it. Okay. Okay, I hear it. But next scene, we see Emily. She's getting out the shower and she's looking at her neck, and she notices the hand marks that are on her neck, and she thinks it's hot. I'm like, girl, your man tried to kill you. I still think he was about to punch her dead in the face. I really thought he was gonna punch her dead in her face, but he didn't. But as she's looking at herself, her mood just starts changing and she takes her medication. We still don't know what her medication is for. It's probably for antidepressants, but we don't know what she's taking medication for. Next, Ezekiel gets out of jail and Angel is outside. Angel, he all of a sudden has a change of mood. He has a little bit of pep in his step, and he tells Easy that he's sorry for what he said to Gabby at brunch, and that he told him that Adelita came back and she left, and their son is no longer here with them, and so he's sad about that. But then he also tells Ezekiel that Nails is pregnant, and that this is kind of like a second chance, a do-over for him to make things right. Coco, he gets out of bed and he realizes that Hope isn't there. And he gets out and he's tired. Letty was like, he tells him, that Hope left and that she's been looking at rehabs across the area. And he was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I'm like, how are you going to get clean? You going to try and do this on your own? It ain't going to work out, homie. So she's looking at rehabs. He's like, nah, I don't want to do that. Then she brings up, well, how about the club? Maybe they'll help you. He freaking out. He was like, no, you can't tell the club what's going on, because what if they find out what I'm doing? Oh, all hell's going to break loose. And I'm like, well, you know what? You put yourself in this predicament. You put yourself in a predicament because you want to play G.I. Joe and save Hope. You want to do Mission Impossible. You want to be Superman, but it didn't work for you. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to go get Hope. He gets up, and Letty, this scene broke my heart because Letty is begging Coco. She's begging Coco not to leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. What about me? What about me? And he says, Letty, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back, Letty. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be... I'm like, oh my gosh, you're really choosing a woman over your daughter. Your child. Really? I mean, I understand y'all don't have that great of a friendship, but a greater relationship. But dang it, that's your kid, and you're choosing a woman over your kid. That's sad. That is really sad. And so he wants to play Superman and go save Hope. So, Bishop is talking to the former, I guess he's the former charter boss now of Arizona, and the former boss, he feels naked without his cut on and everything like that. And so Bishop breaks it down for him, be like, look, when Creeper gets out, what's going to happen is that we're going to celebrate, we're going to have some fun, we're going to drink, all that stuff. But once that's over, we about to regulate. We about to find Conche. Conche is public enemy number one. We are going to find Conche. Where in the world is Conche? Conche is somewhere, okay? But, no, speaking of Conche, where's Conche? Where in the world is Conche? Conche is in Tijuana. You want to know why he's in Tijuana? Because he's meeting up with Paulo. And Paulo is in cahoots with Conche. And so Paulo brought Conche to Tijuana to meet the LNG boss. I still don't know his name. But meet LNG boss. And basically, Paulo was like, he is going to hook you up with so much more heroin than Galindo. Conche was like, well, you know what? Mayans only work for Galindo. LNG Boss was like, man, he is so boring. Like, oh my gosh, why do y'all want to work for him? Even his mistress, Paloma. Paloma is working with LNG Boss now. And so basically, LNG Boss tries to convince Conche to start working with him. And in this scene, I realized that all of these Mayans, they need to go back to outlaw school and they need to learn loyalty 101 because nobody understands loyalty anymore. No one no one doesn't understand the proper meaning of loyalty anymore. So they need to relearn what loyalty means. They need to relearn what family means because these people don't know what any of that stuff means anymore. They're letting power and money get the best of them. I told y'all about that. So Ezekiel, he goes and see Pops at the butcher store and Gabby isn't there. And Pops told Gabby, don't come in because of what happened. And so Ezekiel, he's sad about it, but he tells Pops, look here, bro, I'm messed up, okay? I got a lot of stuff that I'm going through. I'm just a messed up individual right about now. And he apologizes because he feels bad about what happened. And that's completely understandable. So Emily, she comes back from a run. And her sister says, like, yeah, I had to put the baby down. Took like 30 rounds of Baby Shark. And so her sister notices the marks on her neck. And she's freaking out because she thinks that Galindo is abusing Emily. Emily's like, look here, that's not what it's about. And she just goes left and says, why are you even here? You usually come around when your crappy boyfriends treat you wrong and you need some money to help you out. So look here, how about you write your number and leave? And that's what ended up happening. So Alvarez, he pulls up to meet Galindo at the place where his mom died. Let me turn it to MTV because Floribama is coming on. Nope, that is VH1. Floribama is about to come on. It's on right now. Y'all, I'm tired of Gus. That's a video for a different show. But yeah, Alvarez, he meets up with Galindo at the place where Galindo's mom died. And basically, former head of security, I'm so mad he had his braids in. I'm like, bro, let your mane down for one time. Like, I want to see your mane again. His mane is just, he has so much hair. He apologized for Alvarez for not telling him what happened. So Alvarez, he's a little shook. He looked like he was about to start, popping off on people because he had his gun ready. But Galindo tells him, look here, my wife had my mom killed and it happened in the hands of a Reyes. Okay, so what I need you to do, look here, if I tell you to kill a Mayan, would you kill a Mayan for me? So Alvarez is kind of like at a crossroads now. He was like, oh dang, do I need to focus on my job as me in security, or do I have to kill one of my former brothers? So I feel bad for Alvarez. Okay, so Ezekiel, he goes and visits Gabby, and her uncle is like, she's not here, but she comes out. And basically in that whole scene, Gabby tells him that she tried to escape from violence, growing up, and she doesn't have time to deal with this anymore. So she tells him that she's going to Lodi to go to nursing school with her family, and that it's the end of her and Ezekiel. She's over and she's done with it. Then we see a scene with Adelita, and she's telling Minnie about a plan that's going to happen soon. And she basically tells Minnie that all of us are Adelitas, basically rebels. Okay. Next scene. You can see Steve is still traumatized about what he did, because if y'all remember, he accidentally shot a Mayan, not of the same charter, but of a different charter. He shot one of them on accident, and he is so traumatized by it, and he tries to oh no, that's later on. But yeah, he's so traumatized about it. He's just in a daze, and it's not sitting well with him with what he did. Hank, he goes and talks to Nails, and she tells him, thanks for being a listening ear, and he invites her to dinner with his mom and him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Hank, you are gonna get your heart broken so bad. I am so sorry for Hank. Girl, Hank is just trying to find love, but not today. Not today. Um so outside of the clubhouse, Steve runs into Ezekiel, and he tells Ezekiel how he's feeling. He's like, I'm not feeling good. It's like what I did. It's like I feel so bad. What if he has a family, kids? It's like I just, I feel so bad. And Ezekiel basically told him to shut down his feelings. Don't think about it. Let it be in the past, and don't let it eat you. And here's my thing. You're in this type of world. You're in this gang life. You're in this motorcycle outlaw type of stuff. And, you're looked at as the bad guys. And it's, this is what you sign up for. You want to be hard. You want to be a thug. You want to be a gangster. You want to be an outlaw. You want to do all this stuff. You got to pay the price of what you want to do. If you got to kill somebody, if you're not going to kill somebody, then you going to get killed because you didn't do the job. And, you know, Steve thought this was like a cakewalk. It was not going to be anything hard, but you did what you had to do to defend yourself. And you know what? You show no remorse. When you kill somebody, you show no remorse. And Steve, he is so remorseful for what he did, and I don't think he's cut out for this life. Steve isn't cut out for this life, and you gotta be a tough person to be a part of this gangster outlaw motorcycle type of life. And Steve doesn't have thick skin. He can't deal with this. He's not built for this. Um so Emily tells Galindo that her sister left. Okay. So Coco wants to play G.I. Joe, and he goes back to the cult, and he sees um Hope. She's knocked out. Most likely she is high. He tries to save her. So he tries to exit the trailer, and one of the cult members pulls a gun on Coco. And Kurt Cobain pops up, and he takes Hope away. Isaac comes back and basically says, "You're here again? Look here, I want Kurt Cobain. If Hollywood ever makes a Nirvana biopic, I want Kurt Cobain to play Kurt Cobain. Make it happen. Hollywood, if you make a Nirvana bio, let Kurt Cobain play Kurt Cobain." Okay. So, because he looks just like him in a way. And that is my nickname for him. If he's back on next season, I know his name is Butterfly, but he goes by Kurt Cobain. His name is Kurt Cobain to me. Okay. So, so the party is happening, and Creeper's back, from being in jail, and Steve is now a full patch member of the Mayan Santo Padre Charter because Coco did not make it to Temple, and Bishop told Coco, Gilly, dang it, it's too many members. Bishop told Gilly, if Coco isn't at the next temple, he will not be a member. Coco didn't make it to temple. He is no longer a member. So Steve is now a full-time member of the Santo Padre Charter. There we go. Get your words together, Leah. Okay. So Galindo is drawing a rose petal bath for Emily, and he decides not to get in. I thought in this moment he's going to drown her. I really thought he was going to drown her, but he said no, not yet. Alvarez, he feels bad about what happened to that little boy's father. Because y'all remember, old dude got shot by Galindo because Galindo thought he had something to do with his mama being killed. But Galindo, no. But Alvarez, he tells his wife that he has done a lot of things in his life that he regrets. He's done a lot of bad things. And when he dies, he will have to answer them, and he's not ready for that. Emily, she is drinking her wine, and she's still in the bathtub. Galindo goes to get her a refill, and he crushes her whatever pills he crushes, and he stirs it up, makes sure that it's dissolved, and he hands it to her, and she starts slowly feeling it, basically poisoning her. Well, did he really poison her, or he just drugged her? Most likely he just drugged her, not poisoned her. So at the clubhouse, everybody's having a party, everybody's having fun, Angel decides, look here, let's make an announcement, okay, Nails? I thought he was gonna announce that they were pregnant, so I'd be like, oh, Hank is gonna lose it. But he didn't. He proposed to Nails, and I said, girl, it ain't gonna last, but okay, clap, clap, golf clap. It ain't gonna last. I'm gonna tell you that right now. With Angel, it ain't gonna last. And the camera cut to Hank, and Hank is visibly upset about it. And I said, as he should, because it wasn't gonna happen. Um, so Emily is slowly passing out, and she's asleep. Galindo takes her head and pushes her under water in a bathtub. He goes into the bedroom and he starts crying. I'm like, oh, you crying? You crying? You crying now? Okay. So he gets back into the bathroom. He pulls Emily up. He's like, Emily, Emily, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Emily. Wake up. Wake up. He put his finger in her mouth and she start, bleh, and everything like that. And he just keeps saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Emily. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I said, girl, get out of my face, Galindo. Get out of my face. Um, okay. So I like the speaking engagement. Palomo, she's making a speech and everything like that. Then out of nowhere, Adelita's group members, they had their heads shaven, and they said, kill the devil, and they have knives. They about to stab Palomo, but they get tackled. So she goes into the bathroom with her security guard. Adelita kills the security guard with the silencer, and Adelita tells Palomo, you deserve this. You said you were going to promise us shelter, you were going to promise us food, you were going to promise us this, but you didn't live up to those promises. We helped you get into power, but you have not done anything. And so Adelita is, Adelita was about to kill her, but Minnie said, hold on, girl, I got this. And she just starts stabbing Palomo. And, girl, that's what you get. You mess with, you mess with people. That's what you get. Back at the clubhouse, Steve is just going through it. Steve is just going through it. I'm so fucking tired of Gus. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this dude. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Like I said, it's a video for different video for Floribama, because I got something to say and I can't stand him. Okay, so yeah, back at the clubhouse, Steve is going through it. Okay. Next, we see Coco. Coco is basically hanging from his arms, and um, Isaac. Basically, the whole scene is that Isaac tells Coco that you tried to take the pills away from me. You tried to take Hope away from her family, this cult, and then you basically he said bounty or something. So basically he wasn't supplying them the drugs that they needed, and so Isaac just injects heroin into Coco's inner thigh vein, basically. Yeah, not the artery, because y'all know when you cut yourself, the two powerful arteries is in your neck and inside of your thigh. So if you cut yourself right there, you are dead instantly, because you die here, your inner thigh. And so just to let y'all know. But Isaac injected Coco with heroin in his inner thigh vein. So he said, and then he said, I'm gonna make you pliable. I said, oh, what you about to do? You gonna... I don't know why my brain think this, but I think Isaac is going to... Look here, drug addicts, they do some things, and I think that Isaac might do some things to Coco. I think we either gonna see in the next episode or we gonna see it in the next season. But I think Isaac is gonna do something. you know, to Coco. Because the way he said pliable, yeah. Okay, so Taza, I forgot her name. Is her name Laura? Is her name Laura? Taza's friend. Is her name Laura? I'm gonna call her Laura. I think her name is Laura. So Laura, she comes home from work and she noticed the lights are on. And I said, girl, if you did not leave your lights on at your house, uh, somebody's in your house. Do not go in your house. But she said, girl, I'm gonna go in my house. So she went in her house and she goes into her house and she says, David. And I'm like, I thought he died. But she has a son. Her son's name is David. So she's calling for David and she sees Paulo sitting on a couch. She asked him, where's my son? He was like, girl, we need to talk. And Paulo and her are brothers and sisters, in case y'all forgot. I'm like, oh Lord, he's here in Santo Padre. It's about to go down. Okay, so Bishop. Okay, y'all. This is going toward the end of the episode. Bishop is still talking. Everyone in the room is laughing. Steve is still going through it. Steve says Ezekiel. He pulls out a gun. Ezekiel says, no. Steve puts it in his mouth and he pulls the trigger. He killed himself in front of everybody. I said no. I said no, 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 no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to see it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like seeing that. I don't. I mean, he could have went to the bathroom and we didn't have to. No, like literally when that happened, I literally turned my head because I said I did not want to see that. He could have went into the bathroom and did that, and we could have heard the gunshot. We could have done that, but I didn't like how that. I didn't like it. I don't like seeing when people do that, even on shows. On shows, I hate seeing people do that. I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing that. And being serious with y'all, if y'all are going through something and y'all need to talk about it, call someone. Call someone and talk to someone. Your life is so important. If nobody else has told you that, I'm telling you that right now. You are important and your life is important. Call someone if you're going through it and you want to take your life. Don't do it. Don't do it. Call someone, talk to someone, get help. You're important. If anybody hasn't told you this, I'm telling you this. You are important. You are important. But yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So toward the end of the episode, everyone is still sad about Steve committing suicide. And you see the ambulance, you see Hank. Hank is crying, and you see Steve's body being covered and taken into the ambulance. And Ezekiel, he gets on his bike and he leaves. Meanwhile, we see Adelita. Adelita is talking to Minnie, and she says, I have one final plan, but I need to go alone. And she tells Minnie goodbye, and Minnie starts crying. Lastly, we see Ezekiel. He shows up at Gabby's house, and he tells her that he wants to go with her to Lodi, and he wants to leave. He wants to leave. He wants to go with her. He wants to be with her. He wants to leave. So, you guys, that was the end of the episode of Mayans MC. Congratulations on getting renewed for season 4. Next is the season finale, and I will update you guys on what's going to happen after the show's over and what show is going to be inserted into the time slot. But I will see you guys on Friday for Siesta Key review. And once again, I want to remind you guys that you are important, you are loved, And if you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. All right? I love you.